right, guys. To get this party started, we always start off with a little drinky drink. So let's take a shot to the fellas. Clink.
Salud.
Okay, that'll get you lit. Welcome to the Boozy Brunch and Tea podcast. I am your host, Rodney, and today we have with us Mr. 216 himself.
216 representative. What's up, people?
We have the Mr. Javier Martinez.
What up, fam? What up?
And Javi and I's friend from college, Mr. Justin McClain.
What's up, y'all?
Justin, welcome to the podcast. We appreciate you joining us. We know you always listen. So, thanks for joining us. We won't keep you too long today because I know your friend above you wants to go get litty at the Atlanta United game.
For sure.
Yo, side note, me and Justin might actually be related. I don't know because I don't really know too much of my mother's side of the family, but that side of the family is McClain. So I am a McClain.
I didn't know that.
So, man.
I got some Rolling Stones in my family, so it might be.
Yeah. So, I'm going to have to ask my mama to give me some more information, man. Let's see, and talk to Justin to see where his people from. But let's get this popping.
All right, so let's get to it. What is everyone drinking?
So today I am drinking Corona Hard Seltzer.
Okay.
They're pretty good. I'm not a big fan of the cherry one though, but
I had that one last week. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And where'd you steal that from?
Where what?
Huh? Oh no, where you purchase that from?
From the Walmart.
Oh, okay. Wallbox. Justin, what you got?
Yeah, so I got a old fashioned. Had one last night, so got some Uncle Nearest whiskey in here. So
Uncle
that
who?
is my gut. Uncle Nearest. Do you know who Uncle Nearest is? Don't you, Rodney? We talked about this.
Jack Daniels stole everything.
Come on, you're an alky.
Oh yes. Hold on, Bobby. Hold the fuck up. I know you watch it.
Tell him.
All right. Look,
Tell him.
you're the boozy in this podcast. Okay.
This is true.
Yeah, you know what? Old fashioned, man. That's my go-to anytime I go to the bar. I did buy some bitters to try to think I can make it, but that shit ain't work. But so today, like I had last week, I got this 10-cup right here. This 10-cup bourbon whiskey.
Okay. It's a lot left too, so you didn't drink it this week.
I had to put bitters in here for me to be able to drink it. So it's still good, but I can't drink it straight. I got to drink it with bitters. And I have to drink all my alcohol with straight. So
you said it's whiskey?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
all right, bet. All right. What about you, Rodney?
So I have a few things with me today. First and foremost, I have the Prosecco champagne. As always, we have some muddled cucumber. Actually, these ain't even really muddled this week. This is just cut.
No.
This
is
just
look
cut.
like you just cut them.
Okay, this is just cut. Can I correct myself? Dang.
You lying to the people.
I didn't lie. First of all, I said actually, and then you want to jump in on me. So, give me a minute. I had to look at the glass. I'm a few shots in this morning. But yes, it is it is Prosecco champagne. And I chopped up some cucumber. And it's been sitting for about a good 40 minutes. So it's going to really have that cucumber flavor. And then besides that, I have some Tito's next to me if I need to take a little shotty. But then I also have this neutral vodka seltzer. This flavor is orangeberry orange. Yeah, I had it last night. It's pretty good. Supported by the McClain's wedding coaster.
Okay.
Yeah, more if you want them.
Yeah.
We got more.
Really?
I literally took some last night.
Really? I use it all the time, for real.
Right.
So, I mean, hey, if you want to give Howdy a few, I would definitely take it.
So what back alley liquor store you found that neutral at? Because I ain't never heard it before. I ain't never seen that
Neutral is sold in, you know what, actually, I don't even see it in the grocery store when I go there. So you might be onto something. But, I mean, they're in the D.C. region liquor stores.
Oh, okay, I thought you were going to say they sold it all homeless shelters around D.C.
You know what? You ain't got to do the... I'm not entertaining you tonight. Anyway, as you guys know, you cannot have the boozy and brunch without the tea. So let us get into some tea time. Javi, T.Y., What y'all telling us about this week?
All right, man. Look, I know this was like breaking news earlier this week about y'all boy Gay Tupac, aka Gay Tupac. That's what he called himself now. He called himself the Gay Tupac. Juicy Smollett, Juicy Smouye.
Jesse.
You know, Jesse. Side note, I always had a crush on his sister.
Journey.
Yeah.
Yes, she like
roll bounce.
Roll bounce. Full. When I was a kid, she was on Full House. Like really? She was Michelle Tanner's best friend in like kindergarten or some shit.
Yeah,
but she always been cute to me, and I you know what? I'm sorry that you related to this goofball, but it is what it is. Your brother Jussie, whatever, however you want to call him, he got sentenced this week. They gave him 30 months probation, 150 days in county, which is Cook County Jail, which ain't no joke. That's Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
He got to pay. He was ordered to pay $106,000 in restitution for wasting their time. And also he got to pay $106,000 in restitution for wasting the police's time, and he had to pay a $25,000 fine. So as of right now, they claim he's in solitary, but on the psychiatric hold because they told him he might harm himself.
Is that because he stood up and said, "If I die,
thank you.
If I die, then it's your fault." Or no, I don't. I didn't kill myself. I heard something like that.
He will not let this shit go. Everybody know he lied. He got caught lying. Crazy part about it is when this story first came out, everybody was on his side, including Kamala Harris. And she had a Twitter post on his side. She ain't said shit since this shit came out. Everybody knew dude was lying, man. Come on, that shit didn't make no sense. Who go to Subway?
Don't do Kamala. You ain't gonna disrespect her on this podcast.
Who goes to Subway that late at night or early in the morning? And who got a noose around their neck just walking around?
Subway's 24 hours.
Home with it.
Thank you.
Subway's 24 hours.
In Chicago, so yeah, they got a 24 hours.
I mean, the rats do got to eat.
We ain't gonna speak about the rats in your Popeye situation, but it's the same. It's
First
the same thing.
Hey, you cannot compare Chicago rats to DC rats. Chicago rats come out in the daytime. I was in Chicago and it walked across in front of us, grabbed this lady bread that she dropped, and ran back to the trash can and split it up between the homies.
I've been to DC. Literally. DC rats like Ninja Turtles, though. They're huge.
But Chicago are bigger. Okay, you do know Chicago is the place that put out hundreds of neutered cats, right? Last year to help control their rat problem.
I did not know that.
Yes. Chicago rats are horrible. You know what? I didn't hear anything after that, Javi, so I don't know. But
we know ain't no female cats get pregnant, but we don't know if the cats did their job. But maybe.
Okay, what else we got?
All right. Y'all probably also heard about this, the Chris Brown rape allegation. The woman's lawyer, she dropped out, which is funny because like last week, 2 weeks ago, she was actually on Tasha K talking about her taking the woman's case or whatever against Chris Brown, claiming that he raped her on a yacht in front of Diddy's house in Florida. Turns out that wasn't the case. Old girl was texting Chris Brown, calling Chris Brown, leaving him messages talking about she still want to fuck. Like he was the best fuck she ever had. Can they do it again? Why you not answering my phone calls? He kept the receipts and he released them. And now it's like, oh, so you trying to sue me for rape, but it was consensual and you want to come back? So yes, the lawyer, she had to drop the case. Like, I can't rock with this.
She said that she didn't know about it. She didn't know about those. I'm
messages. Sure she didn't know. Like, why would the client give that information when she trying to get a check? That I don't like that shit. I don't like the fact that he was crucified in the media once again, and it's like we so quick to jump on the initial story and we do not wait for all the facts to come out. I don't like that shit. And then now ain't nobody come out and say sorry, Chris Brown, whatever. Like it is what it is. Like you don't get the same.
Is she not?
He is going to sue her. He's going to counter sue, which her suit is going to be dropped. So he's going to sue her. everybody knows she ain't got no money because she trying to get it from him.
Right.
So he gonna sue her. He gonna sue her just for
the hell of it.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe set a precedence like y'all need to quit this shit.
Absolutely.
So I hope he does it. I hope he follows through. I hope he wins, which I'm sure he will. If he sue her for $1 or whatever, just to shame her or stop her earning power after this or whatever. So, shout out to that. But y'all, we can't put ourselves in these situations to begin with. I know there's apps out there, them consent apps. Y'all should actually download those apps and use them. That'll save you.
There's a consent app.
Yes.
Oh, I never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah, both parties sign and it's stored and saved, and you can go from there. And on this app, you can agree to whatever sexual thing y'all gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's oral, or any other thing y'all think y'all.
I mean, my question is with the consent app. I get that you can have a consent app, but consent don't stop somebody from raping you.
But you consented to it, so you was okay with it.
You consented to sex. You didn't consent to getting raped. Once you say stop, if that person keeps going, which I know this may taking this tea time a little deeper, but that's rape. And I'm not saying Chris. I'm just saying I feel like there's a little fault in that consent app. Like, yeah,
true, but that is subjective. Because at that point, nobody knows what's going on unless you videotape this encounter.
This is true,
This is very true.
This is true, but when someone says stop and you don't stop, it is rape, whether you consented in the beginning or not.
But that's my word against yours at that point. A rape kit won't matter because y'all was already engaged. So I don't know. I see your point, Ronnie. I see your point.
I understand.
However,
I understand both ways. Yeah,
it is what it is.
That's tricky.
I think it's good that they have that now. You don't have to go through the full process, but like you said, it's tricky. It gets weird.
Yeah, I feel like there's some loophole in it that probably should be.
What if y'all doing it and your partner say no, don't stop?
I mean,
I'm saying because how you supposed to take that? No, okay, don't stop.
You're supposed to. Hey, you're supposed to stop. Hey, are you okay? Yes. No, I need you to stop. Yes.
Man, you just ruined the moment.
Keep going. Well, guess what? I'm guessing you're going to have to get Jimmy back up, okay? Because that's what you should do legally to protect yourself. Okay? I'm sorry that she runs like, no, stop. I can't do nothing about that. But when she says, no, stop, you better stop and you better pull Jimmy out and wait and be like, wait. Are we good? Oh, yeah, baby. That's just how I do it. Okay. You can pop Jimmy back in and continue. And if Jimmy don't work...
choking?
Move on. Next subject.
All right.
What's the next topic?
So this is more of a little, I guess, question for you guys before I begin with the topic. Mm-hmm. Would you guys be okay with getting an organ from a pig?
Fuck no.
Hell no.
No?
It depends on the circumstances, but go ahead.
So at UAB, the University of Alabama in Birmingham, the doctors transplanted a modified pig kidney into an already brain dead human for research purposes. Apparently, the pig kidney was genetically modified with 10 key genetic edits that made the kidney suitable for the transplant.
What kind of Frankenstein shit is this, Javi?
So no, I mean it's a thing. I mean, apparently now you know. People are I guess there's more research and stuff that a lot of other patients, I guess, out in the world are getting plants from pigs. So. And
it is a thing because I saw something on Good Day DC and here in the University of Maryland, not far from me at all, in Baltimore, there was a guy, he got a pig's heart. He was 57 years old, and the reason why he did it was because he was taken off the list. His heart disease was so severe that he didn't qualify. He was going to die. So he said, I would prefer, to like let my body be used for science. Like, the goal is for people like him who have this heart disease that's so severe, who don't even qualify, to give them extra time. And he did it, and he lived for 2 months, and he just passed, like, I think this week. or the end of last week, but he just passed. But he did it. He did it.
What the fuck extra time he needed?
57 is so young now. Ty. 57 is, we're not living in the 40s. You know, people were dying so early, but 57,
that's our parents' age at this point.
I mean, my mom's 53, and I pray to God that she got another 50 years to go. I mean, we live pretty, well, not everybody, but some people in my family live pretty long, you know, and there's some people in the other people's family who live to the hundreds. What's the oldest person in your family? Do you know? If you had to guess?
80 something.
80, okay. Right.
T.Y.?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, Javi?
My grandma, I mean, she had to be at least past her 95, so.
Didn't you have somebody in your family that died that was a little over 100, like during COVID?
We thought. I mean, there's no medical records. I mean, we don't know when that person was born.
Okay, gotcha.
They don't know either. So, I mean, but yeah, he lived a good life. So, yeah, my family do have a history, I guess, of living long. But I don't know if I want to live that long, honestly.
Well, I mean, that ain't your choice. This God's choice and your body choice. So you don't get to pick unless you're gonna walk over that bridge in Atlanta. Okay, you don't get to really pick. But I'm saying, my point is, 57. That is young. I mean, that is like grandkids still knee high to a grasshopper. That's your daughter maybe or son maybe being in their 30s. Like that's young. So hell yeah. If for me, I definitely would do it. I would do it.
Yeah.
No. Go ahead, Justin.
Did the heart fail or was it just?
So they don't know. They did. Okay. So I did read a little more. They don't know exactly, but they just announced that he passed. But they don't know the factors of what. They have to do some deep research. And they said once they get done, University of Maryland will put out a peer review to show but it was genetically made, like Javi's pig kidney. But they're going to let everybody know kind of like what went wrong and tweak it. I mean, I hope it works. I mean, I really do.
Out of all the animals, why is you picking a pig? Everybody know the pig is disgusting. You ain't supposed to eat it. You ain't even supposed to touch it.
Because
pigs have a job to do.
Apparently, pigs they're the most
not true.
Suitable.
Can't be true.
Yeah, that's what
dolphins are like humans. They just
hold on. What is Javi saying now?
No, I'm saying like apparently I was just reading an article that apparently pigs are the most suitable for humans. You know, for I guess transfers like transplants.
Really?
So that's why. Yeah.
I assumed it would have been another animal, but I ain't gonna say it.
We need to quit playing Frankenstein.
Clearly, the pig wasn't out and about, eating whatever. This was in a.
It was genetically
in a clean, environment and stuff.
No, pigs ain't clean. They don't have sweat glands. They don't sweat. They They roll around in their own shit.
But this ain't a typical pig. T.Y.
And they will eat their own baby. What you mean? Ain't no typical pig. A pig is a pig.
But this is
just because a pig. We ain't doing that today.
No, I'm pretty sure this pig today was living better than you, probably. Okay.
No, hell no, ain't no pig living better than me.
I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure they had this pig in a nice, preserved, air cooler place. Trust me, to be used. He went out there rolling in the dirt. Let's say that. I bet that.
What's the pig name in the cartoons or the movies? Shit.
Talk about Charlotte's Web, Wilbur.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot all about that.
What they do with the rest of it? Did they
sent that shit to McDonald's?
Wait, I don't know.
The pig?
Yeah.
Maybe they just focused on the heart.
He only had one mission, and that's what that was.
They like barbecue in Birmingham, so
the kidney was transplanted, filtered with blood, and then it produced urine, and importantly, were not immediately rejected.
That pig got sent to full moon after he gave his kidney up.
So the question is here, in the Maryland one is that they're trying to figure out if it was the heart or just like the body, because you got to understand the man had severe heart disease. He was already dying before, so there's damage to the body that was probably already done. Blood vessels thickening, all this kind of stuff. So that's what they're trying to figure out. Like, was it really the heart or was it just the state of his body? Which is, this is something that we would have to bring back to everybody, because I'm actually would want to know which one was it. For real. Yeah. So with that being said, As we mentioned last week, we would keep you guys updated with Ukraine and what's going on. So Mr. 216 himself is going to give you a quick rundown so we can stay updated.
All right, so as we all know, Russia is kind of like on a full assault on Ukraine. There was some developments this morning about them hitting a place that's close to Poland, but it was still in Ukraine. I guess it's close to the border. Either way it go, Joe Biden did something I didn't think he was going to do, which was place sanctions on Russia's oil exports, in which he did. So that is going to throw everything deeper into a spiral as far as our gas prices will continue to go up. Visa and MasterCard decided, Visa, MasterCard, Apple, McDonald's, and a bunch of other companies decided they was not going to do business in Russia no more, which means Russia is kind of cut off from the payment system, which that's what they did last week. However, China stepped in and said, hey, we'll take your money. So Russia is now using China's payment processing software and company, and China is now buying Russia's oil. So Russia, they good as far as economy wise, as far as selling their exports and stuff like that. I don't like the fact that Apple, McDonald's, Visa, MasterCard has cut off their services in Russia. The Russian people ain't got shit to do with that. Like, why y'all cutting them off? Like, which further alarms me to be like, hey, if they can do it to them, they can do it to us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So we need to keep that in mind, right? We need the U.S. and other NATO countries are sending Ukrainians money, which that bill just passed, and I feel some kind of way about that. They sending a lot of money to Ukraine, and they sending guns. And Russia said, "Hey, y'all are complicit. If y'all sending them guns, we got a problem." You know what I'm saying? So basically, the group chat is now like, "Hey, even though neither Russia or Ukraine is in our group chat, we're going to send Russia some guns and some money." And Russia's like, yo, what are y'all doing? Like, now we got beef. Like, before I was trying to keep y'all out of this, but now you helping them. So now we got problems.
Mm-hmm.
So we may have bigger problems coming in the future to come. Clearly, China and Russia, yes, Russia and China are together now, so this could turn into something. Although the NATO-U.S. relations, they have no business in that fight, in which Biden did come out and say, like, we don't have nothing to do with that. We're not sending nobody over there or whatever. But this is amping up. There's no telling how long this may take. So people be prepared. Also, Russia banned Instagram. They said, no,
I did
Instagram,
see that.
we don't want y'all ass over here. Because we all know the media. Y'all want to hear some ignorant shit? So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, like, you can't do no hate speech, correct? They will ban you. However, if you go on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook right now and start spewing hate against Russia, they won't say shit. They won't take you down. They won't do nothing. But if you say anything about the president of the United States, they taking your shit. So that is clear propaganda and a violation of your freedom of speech. But you're on these people's platform, you got to follow their rules. I don't like it. I'm cool on that. I do not speak on that type of stuff online. I keep my thoughts and my comments to myself. It is a very thin line. We all know we in cancel culture, but people, I don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like the propaganda. This is giving me 1947 vibes. And I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. There's your update, guys, this week. And I'm pretty sure he'll have some more next week. We give TY a limit of like a minute, y'all, to update. Y'all, as you can see, he's very deeply passionate because every minute each week goes longer and longer and longer. Okay, then by the end of this damn shit, he gonna have the whole damn podcast. Okay?
I'm just know what I'm saying.
It's gonna be TY.
Our listeners, some of our listeners are dummies. You know what I'm saying?
Stop calling our viewers dummies. They're not dummies.
I said some of them, man. Some of them. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, he do call y'all dummies. Listen. Y'all ain't dummies. Y'all just uneducated on certain matters, but that's why we're here to help you. You know, we are he calls you dummies. I just can't help it. I mean, he does.
Cut the Instagram, the TikTok, and the Facebook off, and y'all and just start doing some research and stay away from main source media. Go to some other media outlets.
He say this, but he stay on Instagram all the time. But that's besides the point. Oh, yes, you do. Anyway,
no, I don't. Yeah. I don't even have Instagram.
Ask his wife. Ask Tavia's show. She'll let you know. Anyway, we are going to move on to the segment of questions from the viewers. And Rodney, I threw my own question in this week to ask the cast. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the last question from the viewer that we did not get to last week. But this is good because, and this is really, I guess, for T.Y. and Justin, I want to hear your opinions just because y'all are married. But a viewer asked, do you believe it is wrong for men and women to switch roles? Men being the stay-at-home dad and the woman being the breadwinner. Whoever wants to go first.
I don't think so at all. In my opinion, it's you kind of got to put your pride to the side. You know what I mean? Everybody's got a role. I was raised in a traditional household per se. You know what I mean? My mom was staying home for a long time, but my dad was all for my mom getting back into the workplace after, my brother and I got older. So I'm okay with, non-traditional. I mean, at this point in time, too, there's women who are working their way up the corporate ladder more than ever before, more educated. I mean, in my grad school, personally, there's probably more women than men, personally. So I think it's going to maybe not completely shift, but it might be more 50-50. I joke with my wife and say, I'll be a stay-at-home husband if you bringing it home like that, personally. I'll clean, mop, do it all. But at the same time, I like working. So I wouldn't, I think there's a balance, personally. But
no, that's good. So I guess so Justin, would you be that person? Would you, if Sarah was making more, she got this top VP position, bringing in that bank, would you stay at home and take care of the kids and keep the house together? Would you switch that role?
I would, personally. But okay. I mean, if she's bringing it home like that, you're talking real money here. I would. But I think also at the same time, work is good for people. Just having something, it gives you some purpose in the day. So I would have some sort of part-time side hustle if it was just no way. But I think work is good. I don't know. I always joke I'm ready to be retired, but I don't know what I'll do. My granddad can't even retire, really. So
I think
work's good. He is 73, and he still does little odd jobs. He can't sit down every so often. He's like, I might do something. So I don't think I'll ever stop working, but, maybe do something where I can have a little bit more at home time. So
I like that. T.Y.
I agree with Justin, but there is a line that has to be drawn in the sand here. Maybe it's a man's insecurity, but I think of it like this. Women want somebody on their level, right? If that woman passes you on her yearly income, her salary, you are no longer on her level, right? You are no longer ambitious, which is probably why she got with you in the first place, because now you just sitting at the house. Yeah, you taking care of the kids, but she's going to be in different circles. She's going to be in circles with men who make more than her or at her level. So now she is going to be, I'm assuming, I'm not a woman, I don't know, but I'm assuming she's going to be more attracted to the man who can do more for her than what you can do, right? That throws the balance off, right? And there's already more women than men, so now the dynamic has completely shifted. Now I'm not against a woman going to get her bread, but I don't think a man should just be sitting at the house just chilling, not doing nothing. He should be trying to match or maybe even surpass his wife. It's not really a competition thing, but as far as you being on that level with your wife makes a big difference. I don't want that dynamic to shift. If my wife made more than me, I'm happy as fuck. But I know my level is close to where she is. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big gap. I'm not bringing in nothing, and she bringing in everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I would not be upset with my wife if she was fucking off with somebody who made more money than me or more money than her at that point. Because I'm not doing nothing. I'm just taking care of our ugly ass kids, and she out here, she doing it. You know what I'm saying? She's in those different circles. You know what I'm saying? And those are things that lead to a dysfunctional marriage, in my opinion.
I think that if that will lead you to a dysfunctional marriage, that marriage was already dysfunctional, but well down before. But in my opinion, I don't think you say that it's not. They should be more ambitious. A person can be ambitious, have degrees. They can be a lawyer, which is one of the most prestigious degrees ever. You know, to hold in this country. But they decide to stay at home. You know, he decided to stay at home. He decided to help raise the kids. Maybe it was time, you know, to take a break. But why does that make him less ambitious because she makes more and he's doing that? I don't get that.
Ambition is the act of trying to do better, right? You're trying to push through. You're trying to do something, right?
Okay.
He's not doing shit. You just sitting at the house.
You're raising your kids. You're being a stay-at-home dad. That is a job. I don't get how that's not.
No. It's both parents' job to raise your ugly ass kids.
Okay, first of all, stop calling these kids out here ugly. Because if somebody calls your child ugly, you be mad. Okay, because we know London ain't ugly.
I know they be lying.
We know that.
So if your child ain't ugly, you're not offended.
Okay, but T.Y., raising children is a job. Okay.
It's a two-parent job.
It is
not
a two-parent job.
job.
But if one decides to stay at home, okay, to maybe homeschool, or when they're under the age where they can't even be in school, because don't forget, you can't go to school to 5. Some people 6, depending on when your birthday falls. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if they decided to stay then, what's wrong with that? Why does that make them less ambitious? Because I'm going to do this and let you do this. Maybe the wife wanted to get out there in the career field and really push and thrive. And you know what? You've been doing it. You've been holding it down. So you know what? Go ahead. You got it. I feel like that's a conversation. I feel like it's something that one can't just decide clearly because you're married, but it's also a conversation between both. And it's an agreement. And I have a coworker who I was speaking with the other day, and he said that, right now, the job that he's doing, he's working. But he's like, it don't really, it's not doing, I guess, the equivalent of what his wife does. His wife is a nurse. He said, but also he's like, when we were in college, it was a lot to be in ROTC and go to nursing school, and then try to hold a job. He's like, so I really held down everything. Like, you focus on this, I got this. He's like, now the roles is kind of switched. He's a nurse, make more. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to do what I love to do. And it doesn't bother me, he says, because I asked, I was like, does it bother you? No, it doesn't, because we had a time and place where I held it down. Now, she's kind of doing it. Not that I'm not doing anything, but if I wasn't, I get the time to figure out kind of what I want to do. So I feel like it is a communication. And I feel like you say that the person will cheat. If they're going to cheat because of that, they weren't meant to be, in my opinion. Justin, I feel like you want to go in.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think, too, it's what we think of when we think about the stay-at-home dad. A lot of times you think of the deadbeat who's home playing PlayStation all day, who's doing nothing to try to further himself or further really the kids. And that, we're talking about just taking care of the kids. If you're actually sitting there, there's so many side hustles you can do right now from home, little part-time stuff. I feel like most people have to contribute, especially nowadays with how expensive stuff is. You really can't get away in most communities with a single parent, single person working in the relationship. So I think it's more of what we think of when we think of that stay-at-home dad. And then also, we have to kind of fight our pride too a little bit with it. So it's a bunch of different factors, but I wouldn't want to be sitting home doing nothing, playing PlayStation all day. You need to be doing something else as well. So.
Agreed. I like that.
That's an equal trade-off. Yes. Okay. When he was working, making the money and she was in school, cool. Boom. He take care of her. Now that she's up, now he's just kind of chilling. That's cool too, but for how long? You know what I'm saying? Like he says, you need two incomes right now. And I just don't. This is a battle between nature versus nurture. I'm not saying that a man can't take care of his children. I'll take care of my daughter. However, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to bust my ass to make sure that she don't want for shit, or she's not in the same situations I was as a kid. So, and then the woman is looking like, man, you are the man in this relationship. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that.
Are you?
Yes,
though?
that's how.
Who says
that's how
that?
this works. We're no, we're not doing that. See, that's that new toxic ass
No, I'm just
bullshit that they
saying.
got
Who
out these
says
days.
that? Who says that?
How,
That's how what?
That's
that
machismo.
that is the way of the world. You, a woman, I'm assuming, I ain't no woman, I don't have a vagina, but a woman I would assume that she would be like, yes, I'm marrying this man, or I'm with this man because he has the wherewithal to provide for a family. If we
Is that
have
the only
one.
reason you married him?
Yes, you ain't marrying nobody because they can't do shit for you.
So you're only marrying. Okay. So all right.
Would you agree? Yeah, you gonna marry somebody who can't do nothing for you?
I mean, you're gonna have to attribute. You're gonna have to contribute. That's for sure. But that's not gonna be the only reason. Like I can be.
No, we need. Go ahead.
No, we're getting long winded. So
Are you
I'm
gonna?
let
Are you gonna? You're gonna ask the ladies this, right?
Who? I have a different question for them, but I will ask them. I will let them ask on their episode. But you know, I just think that honestly, you have to. See why you are on the. I know offense, but you are on the older millennial side of the scale here.
I am.
So I know you really do believe in a lot of things that You're an 80s baby, right? Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I believe in gender roles.
You believe in gender roles, and you believe in a lot of things that were really brought up in the 60s and the 70s. Nothing's wrong with that at all.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, being 90s here, we are a little more open-minded. You know what I'm saying? We can go with, I guess, change a little more. I don't believe that it has to be that. I think society made it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I truly do. I truly think society made it that way, and we've incorporated and we've put those holes. But I think if it's a balance and it works for you, then why not do it? It's always what works for you, but society has put this thing that it has to work for everybody, where the man has to be the head. But it's each marriage, each relationship is individualized.
It's different.
So right. So if it works for you, it works for you. And I'll say that.
My wife ain't making me wear no panties to bed, and she ain't wearing no underwear with dick holes in them.
Okay, part of usual. Your best line. Okay. All right. So let's take this one to a funny one. This is okay. So that was the last one I had from viewers. But this is from Rodney. Weaponized incompetence. Okay.
Weaponized incompetence.
Pretending you're not able to do something to get the other person to do it.
That's some sucker shit.
And I'm really gonna hit.
I get that.
And Javi,
but it's smart though.
Javi, I'm coming for you, Javi. For last, don't worry. But I'm gonna hit the married man first because T.Y. Weaponized incompetence. Do you use it in your household? And don't. And I will tell you this. It did say in researching this that it's taught when you're younger. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
let me say this. I've known people to use it, and I've actually used it. In school, you sit in class, you be like, I had this thing about myself where I would sit in class and pretend like I'm the dummy. Mm-hmm. Right? So, number one, so that people wouldn't bombard me with questions to be like, hey, how you do this? How you do that? How you do this? How you do that? Because at that point, I'm thrown off. Now I'm the teacher. Now I can't get my shit done. Mm-hmm. But if you act like the dummy, people will not come to you for shit. Mm. You can eventually go to them to get shit done. Okay? So it's 48 laws of power type shit, mm-hmm. where you the dummy, you going to get shit from other people to find out who's who. You know what I'm saying? It's a useful tool. However, the further you get in life, the more you dislike that tool, right? Because now you basically being taken advantage of. Now you're looking at other folks. No, you lazy son of a...
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. You can get your shit together. There's a saying, ignorance is no excuse. But in this case, you acting like you ignorant, but you really know what's going on. So it goes both ways. I play both sides, so that's my feeling on it.
Okay, let me take it a little deeper. I need you to be honest to our viewers. In your marriage, what have you used weaponized incompetence for?
Let me see.
Because I know you have. And I'm gonna tell you this. So the number one thing, there's two things that men typically do in reading these articles that I was reading, doing some research. One is for some reason loading and unloading the dishwasher. You just do it better than I do. You know how to arrange it better than I do. Okay?
My wife do that shit to me.
Okay.
I know because y'all
Number
be on the
two.
phone.
Number two is grocery shopping. But you know where everything is at the perfect aisle, what shelf. You know you're better at grocery shopping than I do. And number three, folding clothes. Hell, doing laundry, period. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to
phone. You've been on the phone with my wife where she'll be saying, oh, man, you fold clothes the best and you do this the best. I'm looking
she
at her
really
like,
do say that shit to you.
I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, your ass just don't want to do it. If you don't want to do it, just say you don't want to do it, okay? And I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? We both can go to the grocery store. It is what it is, man. Sometimes you just
what do you do
because you want your way. I don't do nothing to my wife.
So you tell me you don't never use, there's nothing you don't do for weaponized incompetence for your wife?
Nope. I don't do it. Nope. She know me. We've been off and on for over 10 years. She know what it is, and I know what it is.
So when she get a fresh set of nails and you ask her to scratch your back, that doesn't count?
I can't reach that sweet spot on my back.
Oh,
she can.
You can't.
Yeah.
But I thought you have a back scratcher, so you can't reach it, or you just say that?
I can't reach it, but the back scratcher. But I need that energy. I need her energy. The back scratcher don't give me that type of energy. Okay, you know what? Fine, fuck it, Rodney. Yes.
Okay, I'm just saying, friend. I'm just saying because I knew you.
But that ain't. I do. Sometimes I'll be like, I can't wipe myself, and she'll come in and wipe me.
If Tay out there wipe, she gonna get you when she listen to this shit. Okay, Justin, you, Sarah, go.
So I wouldn't say it's just things I don't like doing. I don't necessarily like, oh, you do it better, but like I hate personally unloading dishwasher. You said that. Like I just don't like doing it. Mainly I think it's because it's more, you kind of learn things. When you're growing up, your parents want things done a certain way and you don't do them that way. So you just don't like doing them anymore because you get kind of critiqued.
But do you tell her that she do it better?
No, I just say I don't like doing it. So I'll do something else. So it's a trade-off. Now, what I will say is I work in sales, right? So I get tired of talking on the phone all the time. So I'm like, hey, can you call this place to, if we want to go do something, check a reservation or something like that. So I do for like social things. I get burnt out by the end of the week. Hey, can you do this? Blah, blah, blah. I got something. So yeah, I would say when it comes to like making a plan or a reservation or checking in place, I hate doing that. So I would, I lean that or push that towards her a lot more.
But do you say you do it better?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Really?
More organizing, I would say. Like I get tired of doing it. You do it all day for your job. You're playing the music and stuff. So I don't enjoy. I'm good at it, but I think that she does better because she doesn't get frustrated.
And you tell her that.
Yeah, I would say so. You can ask her though. You know her, Rodney, so you can ask.
Okay. Hi, B.
All right. So back to like what TY said about middle school. I was in middle school, 7th grade. I used to go to a school where it was majority of the student body was half black, half Mexican. 7th grade, literally the second semester, I got called on the first day back. And they were like, hey, we noticed that you aren't in the district for this school, so you're moving. There's going to be a bus. They were desegregating. There's going to be a bus the next day taking you to your new middle school.
Of course.
And so the next day, we got on the bus. They took us to the new middle school, blah, blah, blah. They had like an assembly where they had like, our whole grade there. And they had us lined up like outside the auditorium. And before we entered, they literally said, "We're getting new students in. They don't know English, so be nice to them." Prior to this, I was in honors classes in my other middle school. So, anyways, we went in, it was so fucking weird. Like we literally just went to the stage, and then they like telling us welcome, blah blah blah. And so when we went to class, they changed my schedule, so I was like all in like lower classes. And to the point where I was just like, you know what, fuck it. They think that I don't know English. I don't know English. So I took the whole semester pretty much letting them think that I didn't know English. Until there's one day I was in band and I was talking to the person next to me. We were playing, but like our section wasn't playing at the time or whatever. The music director cut off, and I was kind of screaming because it was loud. So I said something, and she looked at me and she's like, "You know English?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Why didn't you say anything?" It's like, because you made us look like we were some dumb Mexicans didn't know English. So I just kept going with the game.
Okay.
So the next day, I got a schedule change. They changed all my classes back. So yeah, weaponized.
Okay.
Sure.
Did you enjoy the slow classes?
It was boring as fuck. I mean, but I went with it. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I was helping actually the other people out. I mean, and I wasn't the only one that was playing dummy. So like literally, the classes that when there was times where we would it would just be us, the Mexicans, in one class, and we would just we would just act the fool. Like it was great.
And did all of y'all have on helmets?
Huh?
Anywho,
I know,
right?
Y'all didn't wear helmets. Y'all didn't have no window lickers. No seat sniffers.
What the? Bye, Ty.
I just say he was in a slow class.
I'm about to literally exit his screen. Don't worry, friend.
Let Javi speak to his experience.
I was in ESL, which is English as a second language.
Damn, Ty, not special ed.
Oh, I don't know what that shit is, man.
They probably didn't have that up there in the 216, but it's okay. Anywho, moving on. Okay, so this is the last question that I have for y'all, and it's kind of a serious one, but in a way. You can share truthfully, I hope you do, to the viewers. Comfort is the enemy of progress. My question is to each one of you. When have you let comfort be the enemy of your progress? Name one time when you could have done this, but you let being comfortable, you let fear keep you from progressing. And
why do you have to bring this shit up now?
I'm sorry.
I'm battling with myself right now.
I'm sorry, friend. I mean, this maybe this is the big guy telling me to tell you something. So hey, let's hear it.
So I interviewed for a position 2 weeks ago. I didn't put my all into it. I mean, I didn't half-ass it, but it was kind of like I'm comfortable where I am. You know what I'm saying? If I get the job, I get the job. If I don't, I don't. And that's where my mindset was. I talked to my mother. She like, you shouldn't do that. You should go all in. I talked to Tay. Tay like, you shouldn't do that. You should go all in. However, I didn't give a fuck what they were talking about. Because, yes, I am comfortable where I am. And it shouldn't be like that. I'm just battling with myself internally. Like, should I stay or should I go? Should I, what should I do? When you're comfortable, it's kind of like, yes, you got in this space where you can take advantage of people, which is the last topic we was just on. You kind of act ignorant, or you know what I'm saying? You kind of use
you weaponize your incompetence. Yeah,
you weaponize your competence, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, these people need me, so as long as they need me, I'm good. So now I'm comfortable, as opposed to going somewhere else. Like they don't really need you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But they kind of wanted you. So it's just in my career path right now. Like, what am I going to do? I hate that you brought this shit up. A lot of times we hate self-reflection, and this question is about true self-reflection. And I'm just in that space right now.
Oh my God.
I don't know when I'm going to come out of it.
I have to read this part to you because it's not even a quote, but it was a topic that you said. Say that again about reflection.
People hate self-reflection.
Right there. Right there. It literally was a topic, and I scratched it out. But I'm going to say it because I think you should Google it. But reflection is a better part of a champion.
Yes.
So
yes.
take that. I'm telling you, it was meant. It was meant. It's literally scratched out right here, but I mean,
because when you do self-reflection, you should be very critical of where you are, right? You should be like, I am not good at this, and I need to get better.
mm-hmm.
However, you're so comfortable at where you are, you will not get better because you're comfortable where you are. So it is a catch-22. Either you lose or you lose.
I believe
but the better people will be like, yes, I'm not good at this. I'm going to work at this. I have to do better.
Well, I believe
I have to get out of my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? And that's just where I am right now. I'm sorry, guys. No. It is. Look, I'll be the first to tell you, like, you know, I'm fucking up. And I tell people that I love who are in my life when they fucking up that they fucking up. People hate to be told that shit.
This is
like,
true.
People had these delusions of grandeur, like, oh, I'm doing this and I'm that and I'm this and I'm that. But me on the outside looking in, I'm like, dude, like, you fucking up. Like, you seriously fucking up. Like, you're not saying this. You're not accepting your shortcomings.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am judgmental. I am extremely critical of people in my circle. And I will tell you that. I'm not going to be that yes man. And I expect you to do the same for me.
Right. I believe in you, T.Y. I truly do. And the fact that you are reflecting, you're going to be a champion. You're going to get it. We all learn. Different ages, different paces, different everything. But the fact that you know, is different if you did not know. And you're still, you know, just compliant with it. But you're not. You know, you're reflecting. You know what you have to do better. So you will be better. You will be that champion. So I believe in you. You got it, brother.
My question is, who doesn't know?
A lot of people don't. I mean, that's the shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to know.
I think that's bullshit.
That was me. I feel like me currently, I guess, with my current job, you know, it's very chill, real relaxing to the point where, I mean, I just go and I half-ass and I'm still doing good. To the point where, you know, I had a coworker, you know, she just left, whatever, Ashley. And when she was looking for jobs and I was like, damn, I mean, she's over here looking for jobs and I'm over here just chilling, you know, I should be doing the same thing. I mean, I love the job that I do, but it's so chill, so relaxing. And there's no moving up. I can't move up. And honestly, to move up, you know, people have to either die or retire for me to move up.
That's federal government, period.
So at this point, I just need to look somewhere else. So I agree. I've been so comfortable with what I'm doing that I'm just, you know, coasting and stuff. But I know I can do a lot more things with myself, and I've been lacking. But hopefully it's going to change.
Well, friend, I'm gonna give you credit on something here. I think you're a little hard on yourself because I feel like you know, like you said, you saw, you know, Ashley start to do it, but you and Ashley are not the same people, and you're not in your same parts of lives. You're in college. You're doing a master's degree in accounting. You know, so maybe right now it is okay for you to take advantage of that. I just say that to say, don't compare to others. You'll know when it's time for you to look, friend. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's time for you, you know your worth. You know your goal. And that's why you're in college right now.
You letting him off the hook.
No. I'm not letting him off the hook. What I'm saying, see, why you gotta be this way? I'm not letting him off the hook, but what I'm saying is that you can't compare to others. Ashley's not in school. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. But for Javi as a person, maybe, you know, being in school and working and juggling everything else, it's okay. When do you finish your degree? This year.
Here in August.
Exactly.
2050? Oh.
Not 2050. Damn. Not 2050.
Come for me, T.Y.
Right. Always.
Don't worry about it.
And maybe when you get done with that, it will be your time. Because you always said you didn't want to move to another job that's just doing something. You said you wanted a job doing the degree that you're earning. You earned that degree in August. You know what to do. You push yourself in. So I say don't beat yourself up. I say have a plan. Put it down, mark it down, have a plan, but don't compare yourself to others, friend, because everybody's in different situations. You know what I'm saying? But you got this. You're going to get that shit. You got it. Because if you don't, I'm going to fly back to Atlanta and I'm going to set your fucking apartment on fire with you in it. I've never been an arsonist, but I'm going to start today. Just saying. All right.
And cheers to that.
And cheers to that.
I don't know. I've heard stories to the otherwise.
Justin, for you,
I think something too that we don't realize is that if you don't take that chance, sometimes the room will be shook up whether you want it to be or you don't want it to be. I was recently in a position that, it was going well. I could kind of figured it out and I was in a good place. And so I wasn't really sure what I was going to do next. I saw some of my peers that I started with who were moving on to different things. And I was like, okay, maybe I need to start opening up. Well, uncontrollable to me, some things changed last year in the company. So the room got shook up and I had to make some decisions then. So you got to be ready to do it yourself and not get complacent. I think one thing that I try to do is try to just find something new every couple of years because I get bored.
Yes.
I can't settle into that boredom because when I settle into the boredom, all productivity drops off and I'm you know what I mean? I'm not useful to them anymore. And that, companies now, everybody's trying to get a job in remote or something like I do. So I need to be conscious of that. But for me, I think it was more so after I graduated from undergrad, I was so uncertain of what I was going to do next.
All of us.
So I felt like I wasted 4 years. I got that piece of paper, sat down in the chair and was like, well, shit, what's next? I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. So that kind of followed me I'll be honest, it's still sometimes you have to sit back and you think like, do I really enjoy what I'm doing or did I just fall into this and I'm doing well at it? And I think there's a balance, I want to enjoy my work, so it's not a drag every day. So you have to be conscious of that and just kind of have self-reflection. Y'all had a podcast earlier this year, end of last year, where you talked about goal setting. I want to say it was the New Year's one. And T.Y. said something about you hate it because you have to look at yourself more than you ever have. And I'm that same way. So for me, grad school was something that I had to do so I could get to that next step of what I want to do in the future. But throughout the year, I've never really had anything before where I was pushing through something. It was just kind of going through the motion for me. So grad school was kind of how I was like, all right, I need to get my butt in track and kind of push myself further so I can do what I want to do in the future and really take those chances because we only have one life. So you got to take advantage of it. So
I like that.
To piggyback on what he said, the reason why you get comfortable is because you live in paycheck to paycheck. So you're comfortable. You're like, I'm making it. However, if I shake this up, if I change this, I don't know what's going to happen to me and my bills and my shit. Yeah. If I leave this place and it takes me a little minute to get on my feet, like what's going to happen to me? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. However, if you were not living paycheck to paycheck, you wouldn't give a shit. You would be bouncing from this to that because you got money to fall back on. You good. You ain't tripping. And that's what like the trust fund kids or the kids who got money, who are in those positions, like they could care less if they leave or if they go do something else or they create a startup because they have the money to be able to take care of themselves. A lot of us, a majority of us, we don't have it like that. So when you get somewhere and yes, you are living paycheck to paycheck, but your bills are paid, you are comfortable as long as your bills are paid. However, the minute some shit shake up, you get on that uncertainty. We don't like uncertainty.
We saw our parents chasing that stability for so long they got it. And so I know I've had conversations with my dad and he works in HR and he's kind of talked to me about like the way I did it is no longer the way. Like if you want to make more money, you got to jump, but that's scary because at the same time, you've earned this stability now. So you're like, damn, this is what everybody was chasing for the last 40 years and I got it. And I worked my butt off to get here and I want to take that chance. But like you said, TY, not having that paycheck or that company doesn't have that tie to you or find you as useful as your current company scares you. So.
Man, I didn't even think it like that.
It's not enough anymore. Your dad is absolutely right. It's not enough anymore. Wow. Hell, we might need to get him on a podcast to give out there and tell us what.
Social media don't help your situation either. So
no, it doesn't. The world is man. That's really
you just told Javi not to compare himself to what somebody else is doing, but you can't help it when you're on social media and you see these people on vacation. You see these people driving these cars and doing all this shit, and you like, why the fuck am I not there?
Nobody posts when they got their salary cut or they didn't hit their bonus or something. You know what I mean?
They sure don't.
They sure, yeah.
That's the ugly side of social media. That's the part I do not like.
Yeah.
I do not subscribe to that because I know every day in my life it's not peaches and cream.
Right? It is not every day is not damn peachy. Let's be real. And I don't get why people like your downfall. And I don't want to say it's a downfall or a setback, but it's like it's a testimony to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like you help somebody else move through their issue. Or just letting them know like you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? Like that could take a depressive person to a whole nother level. Like, damn, you've been feeling like you're the only one going through this, but like, wait, I'm not. Such and such, but you would never know because everybody only wants to show the good sides. Nobody wants to show when they're down. So I mean, in the hardships, we're all trying to make it. We're all trying to do it, but I try to be as transparent as I possibly can on this podcast. That's the goal of it, is that we all be. So that's why sometimes I shake things up and ask questions. But honestly, guys, I really appreciate y'all being so open and saying things. Everyone on this screen literally said some things. TY, yours is so recent, and didn't even know that you did that. Or you applied for or you had an interview. Never knew that. Yes, guys, we talk a lot, but we don't share everything, as you can see. Mm-hmm. But I never knew that. And I was very happy to hear that. Same with you, Justin. New job, new everything. Like that's good job. I love it.
I think that that is a benefit of having parents that are not in the social media age. My parents are so critical of things in my life that kind of levels me out. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, yo, real life is not like that. Like, this is what it is. Like, I grew up seeing, like, their hardships. You know what I'm saying? That shit was when we did celebrate things, like, it wasn't for everybody to see. It was internal. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when shit was hard. Like, we knew it. Like, so I do appreciate that, I have parents that are not in the social media age. Because it does bring that level of clarity and stability. Kind of gets you off. Your parents don't know shit about social media. They're like, get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Why you worried about what somebody else doing? You got to wipe your own ass. Like, what's going on here?
Literally.
And sometimes we do not go to our parents and say these things because we're afraid of what they're gonna say. Mm-hmm. Don't be a coward. Just go to your parents. They're gonna tell you the truth.
Absolutely.
And speaking of social media, nowadays people are saying, making these TikToks saying that, back in the day, my parents wouldn't, let us go out, blah, blah, blah. But now they got the grandparent money and taking out the grandkids out and, to McDonald's and Starbucks and whatnot. So, yeah. So respect to the parents for sure.
Respect to the parents. And on that note, let's get to some music trivia and culture tasks to close out the show. Y'all ready for this?
Don't come over here with no bullshit today.
I didn't come with bullshit last week, T.Y. You always coming for me.
You did. You always really come with some bullshit. Thank you, Javi. Thank you, Javi.
Really did.
He think he innocent. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all should have just saw my face. Like, damn. I felt like I was shot with a BB gun. Damn. Justin's new with us, so we're going to go with him first, of course. Justin, I hope you're good. We're going to do some music trivia for you. Okay. If you get it wrong, you take a sip. We only want to make you take a shot and make you take a sip. How about that? All right. What is the name of the rapper who does a featured guest appearance in Justin Bieber's song, Baby?
Oh, I know that.
That's Atlanta's own Ludacris.
Heavy D.
Yeah. Oh. Good job, Justin. Maybe that was too easy. Damn. Oh, you don't have to sip.
I didn't know.
What's wrong?
Unless you're just a boozy like Javi.
I'm just
Javi,
boozy.
you knew who that was. Don't like you did.
I really don't.
Okay, T.Y. Which rap artist was speculated to have earned approximately $20 per second in 2014?
Rapper?
$20 a second, 2014.
Ooh,
give me a hint.
I'm not giving you a hint because it's gonna be so easy. I only know one hint.
You know more than one.
I really only know one hint, because I don't listen to his music that well. But
okay, male or female? Male or female? Oh, you said he, so male. Yeah. Light skin or dark skin?
Dark. Damn.
Oh, dark. Damn.
Kanye.
Dr. Dre.
Oh, what?
Dr. Dre didn't release no damn music. Okay,
But
maybe
he
the
sold
Beats by
beats.
Dre. Maybe the Beats
Beats.
by Dre shit. Okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
I would have thought Jay-Z.
He not dark skinned.
He's not?
He brown. He paper bag brown.
Anywho, Javi, which female pop star starred in the movie Hustlers and is the voice of Lydia in the animated feature called Ugly Dolls?
Shakira.
I mean, that's basically.
No.
I've never seen them. Oh wait,
What
J-Lo.
No. Javi's dream. You say who, Justin?
What was the question? One more time.
Which female pop star starred in the movie Hustlers and is the voice of Lydia in the animated feature called Ugly Dolls?
Is Hustler not that stripper? Or is not about the stripper?
She definitely
Cholo.
did.
J-Lo, right?
No, but
Cholo.
let's just say this. This person definitely didn't dance on that damn pole, and she would be mad since you call her, you're the biggest fan of her.
I'm the biggest fan.
You love her. I just love her. See why I said it on a former podcast when he wasn't on, that he would be mad about this? Remember I said, ooh, that's Javi's favorite person. He gonna be mad at you. Think about it.
The
If
one
it's
that
not Shakira, I don't know.
the one that got killed by a fan back in.
Selena.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what we're talking about. Okay. This person was in the movie. Think about this. Listen to my keyword. She was in the movie, but she damn sure couldn't get on a pole. I hope not, because I've never seen the movie. Uh-oh.
I don't even know what movie.
I don't-
Yeah, I don't know.
Lizzo?
Yes.
J-Lo.
Oh,
Who?
Lizzo?
Lizzo.
Oh shit!
said
She
the
was in that
pole.
movie with J-Lo.
Mm-hmm.
you found.
She had to get on that. She had to get on that wooden pole.
Rodney. Time
Oh,
out.
this for me.
Damn it. Where is it at? Fuck,
Get
I just
'em.
lost it.
Get 'em.
It's this gonna be an easy one. What's the name of the biggest technology company in South Korea?
The fuck if I know.
I
Biggest
don't know
technology
what
company. Soho?
It's
What?
no drink.
Soko?
You
No
Drink. He said
Yeah.
drink.
drink.
IBM?
It's
He
so,
said
it's
drink.
So common.
No, the IBM is the United
I mean,
States
at
based.
this point, TY's phone's probably the brand.
Droid?
Don't do me.
Wait. Android?
Oh no! Don't do me.
What is it?
Samsung.
Oh, the fuck
Drink.
That's exactly how we
You
feel
want-
every time we do these fucking games.
Right.
you want
So
a music
drink.
one?
You got
Yeah,
one,
you got a
Justin?
music.
Okay,
Yeah, come
okay.
on. Javi, I mean, Rodney. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Damn, DT.
Don't show me like your wife.
Y'all know what DT is, don't y'all?
No.
Nah.
Deep throat.
Take your show
God.
now.
Damn.
We know Cook Gotti know. She scissors.
Yeah, we know she know. Yeah, she be scissoring.
Oh my God.
Good God.
She put it out there. It's your girl.
Yeah,
Cook
she
Gotti.
did. She did. She said when them cervixes meet.
No.
Hey,
Stop there.
I haven't met her, so I don't need her coming for me on that next episode.
Oh, she gonna go. T.Y., you stop. Justin, go.
All right. Which
That's when they be like, no, stop.
T.Y.
When them cervixes meet.
Justin, go.
all right. Which number one Beyonce hit did Neo write?
Oh.
You better know this. You better know
hold
this.
on.
Yeah, you better know this.
Yeah.
Hold on. I know
I
this.
don't.
It's either it's to the left, ain't it? To the left,
I'll
to
count
the
it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to say, hold on.
You got it.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. We like to be hive. I'm not a part of it, but I like them. I'm a Navy. I'm in the Navy. Although I'm about to drop off her shit and get in a submarine if her ass don't release an album, having a baby before
I
her
don't think she
album.
can. I don't think she can release no music.
Why?
I think it's something in her contract that she just can't do it. Because there's no excuse for her not to have released music in this span of time.
Yeah. That baby
I
ain't
think
coming.
I think it's over with for her.
Interesting. Okay. Damn. We're gonna have to talk more. You need to dig up that for next week, T.Y.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out.
I make some calls around.
Make some calls around because you know you got some plugs up there. You got some plugs. All right, Culture
Rock Nation.
Tags. Here we go. Y'all either use your phone or write this down. I got a few. We'll make it easy. YGMM. YGMM.
YGMM. Your.
No.
Yo.
No.
You.
Yes.
You. Gonna. You go.
You got me messed up. Nope. That's not a you.
You.
But
go.
You got is correct.
You got.
You got me mistaken.
Mm-mm. Not mistaken.
You got me messed. You got.
You got my money.
Nope. Y'all ready for a hint?
Yeah.
Which Javi just said, grandmas, grandkids.
You got McDonald's money.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know. If I was a kid, in hindsight, back in the 90s, if my mother would have said that shit to me, I'd have been like, you ain't got $1 bit?
Oh, I don't want to beat your ass. I hope she drive down from Cleveland right now and beat your ass for saying that. Ooh.
Mama, you know I'm playing. I would never, ever do that. I would never, ever say that to my mama. You hear me?
Oh, this is an old saying. BIITEOTB.
Let's do it again, please.
BIITEOTB.
Bitch, if I tell everyone.
Not bitch. Damn.
I thought it was bitch too.
If I tell you the first word, you're going to know the whole thing. So I really can't
The
tell.
first word is bet.
Nope.
Boy.
Nope.
Before.
Nope.
Oof.
Bring.
Nope.
I need the first word.
It's too easy if I give you the first word. It's so
Okay, what's
easy.
the last one? What's the last word?
It's so easy if I give you the last word.
Oh my gosh. Give me the T then. Give me the last T.
The.
I knew it was going to be a preposition.
Prepositional phrases.
Give me the first T.
The.
Another preposition.
What's the genre?
Yeah, well, and context. Context. Give me context.
If someone, she might be ugly to you, but she's not ugly to you.
Boy. It's not boy.
It's got to be another man's trash, another man's treasure or some shit.
Yeah, actually, you're in the ballpark with that. But think about it. You're in the ballpark.
You made this up. So it's not boy. It's not before. But best.
Come on, y'all. Get the B. Get the first B at least.
Man, look, I done said all the B words other than
I
said that too. So
okay, when you look in the mirror, you see what?
A reflection.
You see what?
Myself?
No. You see what? In the mirror.
You do see yourself.
You would say your wife is so what?
Beautiful.
Oh, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Thank you. Good Lord.
Oh my gosh. How the fuck was I supposed to figure that out?
I mean,
hold on, time out. Everybody ain't beautiful.
Okay, but Tay is
beholder.
Right, eye of the beholder. And you were so close when you said
it's like ugly kids.
Another man's trash, another man's treasure.
I was like, I just knew you were gonna get it because it's completely opposite of that.
Beauty beauty is subjective. So what I think is ugly, somebody may think that shit cute.
Okay. All right, so let's move it on.
That is
and that's very true. That is true. But so ending, so we're about to end the show, and we have some quotes to get you through the week, guys. Something motivational for you. First
they
one.
They better be good. They better be good.
You know what?
I'm just saying.
He's like negative fucking Nancy, y'all.
Don't you come on here and say my rose is still a rose. I don't want to hear that
shit. Fuck you, T-Bar. Okay. My first one is the best view comes after the hardest climbs.
Okay.
The best view comes after the hardest climbs. I like that one.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And T.Y., this could be... Actually, T.Y., this one was meant for you after today, after learning your thing.
Okay.
To change your world, you have to change your thoughts.
That is true.
To change your world, you have to change your thoughts. You said earlier, what did you say? You said you thought something. Oh, hell.
I do a lot of self-reflection.
Yes.
And I'm very honest with myself. But sometimes you just don't want to deal with that self-reflection and the answers that you give yourself. So yes, in order to change it, you got to change,
To change your world, you have to change your thoughts. Yes. So those are the two. I hope you guys can remember them for next week or this week. And I hope they help you get through the week. On that note, next week, there will be no guys on this episode. It is the girls' week, okay? Brunch with the ladies. They have some fun things planned. We hope. I'm saying this, and I hope they can live up to it. We shall see. But if it's boring and ass.com, do not blame us. This is what I was told to say. So if it is, you blame Cookie and Tay. Probably more Tay than Cookie, because Cookie. She's scissors, so she's gonna say anything. Okay, let's be real.
Yeah,
she's damn sure gonna. She's scissors. Okay, in 2022.
I don't know. You know what? I don't know if she said.
No, that's what she said. She told the viewers.
She did say it.
There is no allegedly, and it is not in your opinion. She said that she on facts. Okay, and she also said God fucks with Cookie. So.
She did say that too.
And recorded. This is out for the universe. So let's be real. T.Y., we just repeating. Okay. So anyway, they're supposed to have that. But on that note, Javi, take us out.
All right, my people, mi raza. Remember to follow us on IG and Twitter on BoozyBNT. You can also watch us on our YouTube channel at BoozyBrunchNT.
Look, let me say thank y'all for coming, listening, following us. We appreciate the questions that y'all send in. Please keep them coming. We do enjoy it. We love reading the questions, comments, and whatever suggestions you may have. Just in case you forgot, y'all can always text this number 202-978-6628. Hit Mike Jones on the low. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got some questions or whatever.
You almost said email. I would say we'll email.
I did almost say email. You know what? Email your email.
Questions now. No more sex questions.
Well, we got some freaky listeners out there. If y'all really want to know the nitty gritty, go ahead and send y'all nastiest questions.
No, I'm not answering those shit. I'm not spilling my life secrets on that.
2 girls, 1 cup.
That's it. No. And on that note, Justin, thank you for being a guest host on this Bros episode. It was super, super fun. Tell Sarah I said hi. And I hope we can get you back on here soon.
So I know Justin was the videographer for 2 girls.
Oh, my God. Thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, keep well and stay safe. Have a good one.
Peace.